calling this meeting together at, let's see, 3:04. And we're going to adjourn to open the meeting. Yep, at 3:04 in the Sonny West Conference Center. And before we begin, I'd like to introduce the other commissioners. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Kenny Bird, and nice to be here and nice to see everyone. Look forward to working with you.
Janine Davis, also nice to be here and looking forward to working with everyone.
Dan Davis.
And Butch Burns.
Okay. Ms. Harrison, did anybody sign up to speak?
Yes, so we have Jim Garrett, and then after Jim, we'll have AJ Starling.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Garrett?
All right, thank you. I want to welcome the three new members to the board. Butch, I know. Dan, I've known for quite a few years. Betty, I do know from other things. When I was working with the county party, I met Betty and that. Janine, it was good meeting you tonight. And Kenny, I have Kenneth, but I'll call you Kenny. Kenny, it's nice meeting you.
Kenneth Sherman when I got in trouble with my...
Well, when I go home, they call me James, but in the business world, they call me Jim. So it's always a pleasure to see you. Jeff, it's good seeing you again and talking with you. I do come to these meetings, not every meeting, but quite often. I have a pretty good interest. I will tell you all that I am an officer of elections on election day and I have been since about 2008, 2010. I think 2008 I was the change of address clerk, but in 2010 you guys had a mental breakdown and made me an officer, and haven't seen fit to change that, and that's fine with me. I enjoy my crew, and I do have a good crew. We have fun at it. So with that, I will have opinions on things. I was past party chairman for the Davidson County Republican Party, so my interest in politics is a little deeper than the average person. But I do have opinions on things, and I will from time to time reach out to you to give you my opinion and ask for your help. I will send you birthday cards by text and when I have them. One is in October, I believe, and I forget when the other one was, but we'll just leave it at that. So, but I do that. It is good seeing you. There is one thing that I will bring forward today, if I may. There is one thing that I am pretty adamant about and would encourage you to oppose with every ounce of strength that you have. Across this country, there is a movement. It started, I think, up in Maine or Vermont or something like that. I hear it out on the West Coast now. I hear it in Alaska, and it's called ranked choice voting. I think that is an abomination to the voting process, where one individual goes in and votes, and we all do our civic duty in voting. So if the subject of ranked choice voting comes up to you guys, I would appreciate greatly and encourage you greatly to wipe that from your mind and give the person that brings it up to you a bar of soap and go ask them to wash their mouth out. So, and with that, thank you very much and welcome to the crew.
Mr. Starling. Yes, come on. I think there's supposed to be a 2-minute limit on this, but just start talking. We need your wisdom.
Well, you shouldn't give me the mic like that, I tell you. First of all, I'm A.J. Starling, for the record, the former commissioner. I just wanted to congratulate the new commissioners. Super proud of you guys. I know you're going to do great work, especially the three new ones. You got to watch these guys that's been here for a while. But, I've kind of got mixed feelings. I was here for a long time, 20-some years, I think, Kelly. And, to not come to meetings is really different for me. But I just want to say that I enjoyed myself on the MIC Commission. I hope I left a lasting impression, a good impression anyway, that we got a great job to do. And I tried my best to call balls and strikes and not necessarily get involved in petty politics as we see in this country today. But, I want to say that you got a great staff. I mean, excellent staff, better than anybody in all 95 counties. There's going to be issues that you're going to have to disagree on. As long as you don't be disagreeable, things are going to work out. So I'm super proud of you guys. Congratulations. I only got 1 minute. I've learned that through Jim, last commissioner. But if I will be around, if needed, I'll be more than happy to help at any occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, AJ, and I want to thank you for your service. I really do. It's been amazing, and I think we should all thank you.
Okay, we need to elect a chair. It's the first thing on order of business, I believe, that we need to do. So the nominations are open.
I nominate Butch Burns for chair.
I will second. Okay. Second. Okay. We have a nomination as second. Are any opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
So I'm going to gladly turn this over to Butch now.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and thank you, Dan, for the nomination and all for the vote. Very good. Well, just a point of personal privilege real quick. I just want to, again, echo what's already been said about Commissioner Starling, a prince of a man, as everybody knows, and all of us just adore him and appreciate the opportunity to work with him and look forward to working and seeing you around in the future. Very good. Great. All right.
Chair,
Yes.
I think the other part of this is that the other side has to have someone for secretary. That's correct. So that's next on your next on your agenda, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. All right. Do I have a nomination for secretary?
Yeah, I move to nominate Janine Davis,
Very
secretary.
good. Got a nomination of Janine Davis. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Very good. All right. I see no further nominations, so with that, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Very good. Congratulations, Commissioner. Very good. All right, with that, we'll move to the approval of the minutes from our March 28th meeting. Ms. Harrison emailed those to us earlier today, and then you've got a copy in front of you. So as you've had a chance to look over them, I'll entertain a motion at the appropriate time.
I've always known Ms. Harrison to be very thorough in her notes, right? Okay, I'll move to approve the minutes.
Okay, we've got a motion to approve from Commissioner Byrd. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Commissioner Janine Davis, seconds. Any questions, comments, suggestions that you've seen? Commissioner Dan Davis.
No, I'm just looking over one thing before we vote. Hold on one second.
Okay. Very good. Any other? Is everybody ready to approve? Well, then, all those in favor of approving the minutes as written, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Then the minutes are approved. All right, Administrative Elections, Roberts, for your report, please, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'll be pretty quick today, especially for the new commissioners. There's probably questions about poll officials and do we have enough, that type of information. So currently this year, even though we do not have any elections scheduled, we've already provided orientation for 76 individuals to come out to our office and get that first feel of what it's like, and we have another 37 scheduled. So for an off year, we feel like that's pretty good. I think having it online where they can apply and do everything online really makes it easier for people wanting to be a poll official. So we see that continuing as we move into the 2026 year. Last meeting, we talked about the space, new space, because the airport's going to be taking our current location. We are meeting with the architect to actually draw out the floor plan for the floor that we will be taking at the Airways building on Tuesday, and on Wednesday we'll be working with them to actually do a walkthrough at the facility to start moving things forward. They've told us that they think a couple of weeks they should have the lease ready to go. So we'll be hopefully moving in the right direction so that we can get into the space by October, because we have petitions that will be picked up beginning in October for the election for the city of Berry Hill. So that's kind of the rush that we're trying to make. Another thing, just so that you'll know, the commission voted back as we entered the 2024 election cycle to waive the maximum limits of leave for the staff, because when we have 3 elections going on in a year, there's not a lot of opportunity for staff to take time off. So staff will be working this year to try to get that leave back down to those limits so that in 2026 it'll start over again and they won't have real opportunities to take a lot of leave. So just to let you know, if you call and somebody is not there for a week, you'll know why. They're trying to get that leave knocked down. That's pretty much, Mr. Chairman, all I've got on my agenda.
Does anyone have any questions of AOE Roberts? Okay. Seeing none, then we'll move to our next item, which is the quarterly review of the registration cards. Mr. Roberts, maybe I don't want to presume that our new folks know what the drill is and why we do it and what we're doing it for and what we're looking for. So if you could give us an overview.
So state law requires you on a quarterly basis to review 200 cards. The smaller counties have to do a percentage, but they cap the number that we have to do at 200. So I've got the cards divided up here. What you're looking for is that the information that's required, the individual has provided it on this card. You'll see a variety of styles. Your traditional mail-in manila card. You could see a federal form. Also, one that came through the online voter registration system, and one generated by the Department of Safety when you go to change your address or get a new license. So we've got these divided up in groups of 50. They're color-coded so that you can pass them around so that the Democrats can look at their portion, the Republicans look at theirs, and then we'll swap off to make sure at least one member of each party has looked at all of the cards.
Jeff, is there some sort of written guidelines that we look at, or just we're looking at the form itself?
You're looking at the form, and feel free to, as you come upon one, you can ask me, and I will come over and show you, what it looks like. To give you an example, you will not see on the federal form the checkbox for are you or have you been convicted of a felony. So if you see a form that doesn't have that on there, that's why. It's the federal form.
And Mr. Roberts, that same holds true for the Social Security number. There's no place on the Social Security number on the federal form. Am I correct about that?
There's a place on there. It doesn't say this is for Social Security
Okay.
number. It says it's for the Social Security number or driver's license. A lot of people put their driver's license because it's the same number of digits. And we then have to reach out when we get that Social Security number that says it's an issue. We'll reach out to the individual. We'll mark their application as incomplete, and they have an opportunity to correct it.
Thank you. Okay, for those who are watching online, this will take us 15 minutes or so, maybe less, just kind of depends. So feel free to stay with us, but there won't be much chatting, so.
So Jeff, the brown ones versus these are
Those come in by mail.
mail.
Right.
These other ones are,
So this could be by mail also because it's handwritten. So the person could have
probably is.
printed it off online and filled it out
and then brought it in or mailed
and
it in.
brought it in or mailed it in.
And then these are also,
Those are also, this is what prints off if you print the whole sheet.
okay. And then if we get an online one, it's something that'd be, well, it'll be somewhere in here.
Yeah.
That might be, it'd be typed or something.
It'll look similar.
Like that.
Like this. Right. Right. See how it's got we go out to the Department of Safety and pull in your signature from your driver's license.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You know, you never know when you do your driver's license that it's going to live with you.
Oh, right. And some of them are very difficult to read. Right. So that presents a problem when you sign a petition.
Yeah,
You
and
don't
we're just,
sign it the way you sign it.
and we're looking to see if we see anything that we think has been left off. I mean, middle names, suffixes, there's all sorts of things that get left off, of course, but
Right.
And suffixes on top.
Right, all of that's, so you can probably think the name, the social security number, birthday, address.
And makes it sure.
Right, those are kind of the biggies that you're looking for.
And the end goal here is to say, okay, all these are okay.
They're
Or
okay.
if we see a problem, we're supposed to
So now to report to the state, the commissioners will sign the voter registration inspection report.
And I assume I've never done this before, but if anyone has any issues, they go ahead and state it now, right? That there was any problem and I didn't see any, I just want to make sure that that's how it works.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, you bring up whatever issue, or, if you think something has been done incorrectly, let us know and we can discuss it here. And if necessary, I'll take that back, research it and get back to you.
Sure, and otherwise we assume it was all good. Okay.
In fact, Mr. Roberts, am I correct that if there was something identified as amiss, that would have been included in the report we signed, correct?
That's correct. There's actual, we have to say how many of each if there's a problem. So if their signature was missing, let's say, how many of those?
Okay. Are we ready to proceed, Mr. Roberts? All right, before we go to the next item, I want to introduce for our new folks, our legal counsel, Nikki Ecke. She's one that keeps us honest. And Ms. Ecke, we appreciate what you do, and I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of her and the good role that she performs for us.
Thank you, Chair.
All right, with that, our next item is completion of the sexual and workplace harassment PowerPoint training that's required by the State Election Commission, and I think Ms. Howard is going to walk us through that.
Okay. So I'll go through each slide. We will have a slide that has audio. But each slide, once you get it through it and read it, if you can just hold your hand up and let me know, and I'll go to the next slide. And we'll continue there, okay? Does everyone have it on the screen in front of you? Okay.
Workplace discrimination causes people to be treated unfairly because of their race, color, sex, age, disability, religion, or national origin, among other characteristics. Discrimination affects not just the individual, but families and entire communities. It's everywhere. Fortunately, efforts to reduce its spread continue to gain momentum. Over the years, several federal laws have been passed to prevent illegal discrimination and to protect people's rights. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, EEOC, enforces many of these federal laws. Here's a quick look at some of them. Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 prohibits discrimination on the basis of race, color, religion, sex, and national origin. The Equal Pay Act protects employees from wage-based sex discrimination. It requires that men and women be given equal pay for equal work. The Age Discrimination in Employment Act makes it illegal for employers to discriminate against anyone over the age of 40 years. The Americans with Disabilities Act prohibits discrimination based on actual or perceived disability. The Family and Medical Leave Act allows employees to take reasonable unpaid leave for certain family and medical reasons. The Uniformed Services Employment and Reemployment Rights Act protects the job rights of individuals who undertake military or disaster relief service. It also prohibits discrimination against members of the uniformed services. The Genetic Information Non-Discrimination Act protects individuals from genetic discrimination in health insurance and employment. It prohibits employers from using an individual's genetic information when making decisions about hiring, firing, job placement, or promotion. These federal laws have been passed to prevent illegal discrimination and protect people's rights.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Howard. All right, next item on the agenda is to schedule the next meeting. Mr. Roberts, thoughts on that?
Mr. Chairman, at this point, I think it'd be best to make it at the call of the chair.
Okay, with no objection, that's the way we'll leave it. And now we find ourselves in uncharted territory. Normally, Commissioner Hertzfeld is the one who we relied on to make the motion to adjourn. So we're going to have to start a new tradition, I guess.
Well, before we do that, we had AJ here, but I'd like to give a thanks to Tricia Hertzfeld and her service as well, both
Absolutely.
of them. And I'm sure you all with Mr. Delanis as well. And so thank everybody who came before us, and I appreciate the folks who've been here longer than Janine and I helping us through, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And to that point, definitely we want to make a heartfelt shout out to Jim Delanis as well, because he definitely had to guide us through some interesting times since I've been on the commission. He did an awesome job, so we do want to recognize that as well from our side of the draw.
Yeah, he did as well. He did indeed, and thank you, Commissioner Davis, for pointing that out. And so unless there is something else for the good of the order, do I see a motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
All right, do I have a second? Very good. We stand adjourned until the call of the chair.